there at Spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the Denver Broncos and the LA Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Southern California. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback. Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
He'll go again with Davis. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Throwing now from the gun. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Denver first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
Now here's Burton, the fullback. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And a Broncos first down.
The RPO. That one is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Broncos. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
They'll run. It's Davis. And he's able to find the crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Brings up second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. Davis trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1, third down now. And goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Chargers nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So here come the Chargers. The offense getting set to come out. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here.
The quarterback taken down and set.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
It is 3rd and 10. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play, and that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Here comes a return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Davis, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll throw out of the gun. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Chargers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Davis. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's a screen set up for P-Rod. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. A run. It's P-Rod. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at it, engaging where the marker is, and getting there to set up first and goal. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see two back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard
The Chargers
line.
offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Seal the edges, this is exactly what's going to happen on a toss to the outside. He's going to find a way to get free, and you better hope your runner can elude him, or else it's a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Looking middle and complete with Allen. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Emmanuel Wilson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
48-yard line.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Another Chargers
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Quick throw, taken in.
Pass. Complete to number 19. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. We are through 1. 14-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Tight end going in motion here. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Coming free is Chark. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, L.A.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The
extra point try, 4th time. It's up and good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
1st down.
First time did this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Now it's Piro. He'll take this forward for about 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll work this out wide to Pira. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own
The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll start out first down and 10. On this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Pass brought in by Charles. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brought down behind the line.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Complete to number 87. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. He'll drop to throw. Catch made there by Allen. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's P-Rock. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Ooh. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
First down, Broncos.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can, and I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. Got to imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
On the ground, this is P-Rock. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the carry is P-Rock. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
At the 19-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down, Broncos.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. Broncos up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Chargers 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, LA. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The
point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Chargers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
6 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Number 84. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Now, faking the give, he'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he'll take it on. Got it! Touchdown, Broncos!
Touchdown, Denver.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Looking middle and complete with Allen. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Number 44. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw yet again. Whoa! And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
1st down.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. First and 10. Back to the air one more time. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the Broncos' 21-yard line.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Back to throw. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now a give on the ground, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Mike Brown is there with the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
And the Chargers,
a pickup there of 13. And the Chargers have the first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was second and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He'll try and throw for it on third and 1. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
That's another Chargers.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
To the air now on first and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
On the pickup. It's second and inches. at the 9-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now give up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown Chargers.
Touchdown Chargers.
Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are able to cut the deficit to 10.
31. Chargers 21.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. That's quickly out to Smith. And a good job rallying to the football. Over just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A run with Davis. And he will...
And quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down,
A
Broncos.
gain there of 15. Good for a Denver first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Smith. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. This is Davis. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. It just had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but ball's incomplete.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Here it is on 4th down. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Lutz for the extra point. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent offense. Ready to get back at it. They're going to motion the tight end over here. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bit of a risky decision there to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, but that's why it's so important that these guys can be active as runners after the catch. It's become a big part of NFL football, and a great example why here.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
27 more yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Chargers.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. Handoff here, up the middle. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
18 more yards. And the Chargers first down.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
38-yard line.
The Broncos offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll run. It's Davis. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Davis. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 15. And a Broncos first down.
And what a clutch throw here on third down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The Chargers.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot. Now, faking the give. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
Crazy. And the Chargers are going to get first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
And he'll take this one in. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers who are going for two.
For the two-point conversion.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Give to Davis. Oh, a loose football. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
To throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Open man's got it. That's Chark. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down.
Makes the score Chargers 38, Broncos 37.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion on yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Here's 2nd and 3. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 87.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
At their own
The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. They'll stick with him again. He'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
1. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Complete. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, LA.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And a pick his way forward. A gain of about
He was
5.
tackled at the 27
And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the
This is what they call an
43-yard line.
angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
Now they'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback. Like, they don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you got the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run. And he's got another one. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
The PAT, up and good. And the Chargers are going to open up the lead to 8.
Broncos 37.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, knock him down to the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's second down. He'll drop to throw. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Now screen going to be set up for Davis. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
At the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Here is first and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Throwing here on third and goal. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Listen to this crowd. These guys need to stop on this 2-point conversion.
For the 2-point conversion.
Running for the tie. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2. Unable to tie this football game up.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Past midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.